Let me show you something, and then I will directly show you the new features I used to implement the behavior. As you can see, I'm in the manager, and in the manager there's just one employee on the screen. I step into the master data of that specific employee and select the tab user defined. As you can see, there is one custom property named company car ordered, and you can see that a subset of custom property are just missing because the next custom property starts with number 5. However, if I just select this company ordered and just set it to yes, which means the person gets a company car, then automatically there are a couple of other columns just inserted. For example, there's a car manufacturer. I can just select one from the list, which is, for example, an Audi. And if I do so, then I can as well enter here a specific description. For example, I can enter the A4 as a company car. So you see as well that there's a previous car provided. This is something we will have a look at a little bit later. Nevertheless, what you can see here is if I just deselect, for example, the Audi and empty the field, then automatically the other field gets as well emptied. And as you can see, it gets write protected, which is something really fancy as well. Now let's have a look how this was implemented. Therefore, I have to step in Designer. In Designer, I start at the top, and this is, as you can see here in one identity manager schema in the person table, just on the person table object, the table scripts. You might have seen table scripts. For example, there is the onloaded script. And if I just open that script code, I see a lot of default stuff, but then down below, there's a little bit where I was just setting a value. As you can see, for custom property 01, which is the property which says is a company car ordered or not, I set automatically for all empty values, value 0, and value 0 it's pointing to a limited list of value where 0 is no and 1 is yes. As you can see, for all non-defined objects, automatically a no gets inserted. This is what we had in the past. This is not a new feature. This is standard in Identity Manager. We call it an unloaded script. New in One Identity Manager 8.1, it's now a specific script on the basis of a specific column. So I step down to my custom property 2, which is the car manufacturer. You can see it there. And you can as well see the name I gave to that specific field and the limited list, which are the cars. It's a limited list. If I drop that down, you easily can see that. There are abbreviations in the first row, and then in the second row, there are the exclamations of the car manufacturers. However, what's new here is if I now step to permission scripts, I find two new scripts. One is the visibility script and the other is the editability script. To see both, I step just to custom property 3, which shows me at the end the type. And you can see, depending from the configuration, yes or no, on custom property 1, here for the visibility, a visibility value, it's true or false. And depending on custom property 2, if there is something selected, for example, an Audi or a Mercedes, then you can see that as well the editability gets just turned on or turned off. That means if there is no car manufacturer selected, I cannot edit something into the type. But if there is a car manufacturer, for example, selected, then I can edit something into the type. These two new conditions are pretty new in 8.1, and they allow me to make fields on forms much more smarter and much more reactive than before. And custom property 1, 2, and 3, and 4 are just fields which are out of the box. That means you can do that with all of the fields that exist in the Identity Manager. That means all you can see here in the list.